I would like to state the mission of our club to remind us why we are here together. Our mission of Invictus Toastmaster is be providing a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop a communication or leadership skill, resulting in a self-confidence and personal growth. For this, I would like to announce that this meeting will be open and there are few housekeeping rules to follow throughout the meeting. First, please avoid speaking on sex, politics, and religions. I request all the online participants to add a TM or guest or what you role play so to add in the front of your name so that it make it easier to identify for everyone. And I request all of you to please silent your phone or switch off your phone so that do not making any disturbance during the meeting. I giving you 2 seconds for that. Please do it. Okay. Please keep your audio mute when you are not speaking, or please maintain a silence during the when the speaker on speaking on the stage. And please note that for the online participant, please do not type in chat box when speaker is speaking. It may distract the speaker. You can share your feedback or uh, any message when the speaker over there is speaking. And in case of any technical glitches, you may contact or tech master or the host of the meeting. When you hand over the stage to someone, let display a hi bye or namaste to someone to so that it make me a flow easier to deliver the stage to someone. On Please support the speaker with your warm smiles and glance. With this, I would like to welcoming our presiding officer of the meeting, Toastmaster Anmol, on the stage to.
Round of applause for Toastmaster Rishika. Okay. So good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome you all for our today's meeting at the Fitness Toastmasters. Now to begin with my citing officer service, I'd like to share with you a very small story. For me, I've always tried to become someone who doesn't make his parents complain about grades or anything. But that rarely hasn't stopped my parents from stopping complaining. A few years back, I had my exam score. I was pulling it all in. And my mother told me, Anmol, it's good that you are preparing for exams, you're doing good, all well academically. That's nice. But marks are not the sole criteria on which you will be judged when you go out there in the real world. Your personality plays a huge role in that. At Toastmasters, we provide an environment for our members and our guests to come up on the stage, practice public speaking, but we also provide a huge advantage, and that is learning. Each week, there is a unique, ubiquitous theme of the day through which the goal is that you learn more than you execute. For today's meeting, we have a very interesting topic, that is capturing the stage, your body movements, how you behave. And for that, we have someone who has been part of the Toastmasters fraternity for more than 5 years, if I'm not wrong. He's someone who has been my friend, my mentor, and all those things. I'm really out of words. Now, before that, I would just like to call on some of our guests who are present, just for a brief introduction. Ma'am, if you would like to come. Hi, what's your name?
Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Hi, Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, Toastmaster.
Last time I was here, and a year back I was here. And why I joined here? It's not just for public speaking or talking to people. It's also about learning new things. Because when we learn, we grow. And life is all about growing. It's not only about ups and downs, right? It's also about growing. Growing where? Growing where? That's what we have to decide. So we are the creator of our destiny. So let's grow together. And that's why I'm here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sangeeta. Let's grow together, let's learn together. So we have another guest, if I'm not wrong. What's your name?
Monica.
Okay. Yes, Monica.
Hi everyone, I am Monica. I have recently completed my graduation in BSc Honors Microbiology from Amity University, Noida. And then after that, I'm also doing PG Diploma in Marketing Management as well. And apart from that, I have done, or I can say, a lot of internships as well, which is related to laboratory experiments, more of like my expertise, which is like microbiology. And then after that, I have already worked, like from January, I've worked as a course advisor in Ant Academy, and I'm here because of Shivani's reference.
A round of applause, everyone. Thank you so much. Yes, Monica. Now, come up on stage. What's your name?
Lavisha.
Okay, yes, Lavisha.
Yeah. So hello everyone, and hello everyone who has joined online also. And I am Lavisha from Lady Shri Ram College, Women University, and I'm currently pursuing philosophy honors. And my motivation to join Toastmasters is coming from my own senior, and I think she is from Gandhi College. So we met in one parliament, a conference, and she advised me that you are in your learning age. And in philosophy also we study let learning happen, as Heidegger quotes. So I think let learning happen. I'll get to learn something. And I think, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, if you'd like to come up. What's your name?
Sanjay.
Okay. Yes, Sanjay.
Yes. Hi. Good morning, everyone. I'm Sanjay. I have 12 year experience working in a company. I'm learning for Toastmaster training for my boss advice. Okay. Then we improve my self skill. This area is my dark side. Then we improve it.
Thank you so much. Round of applause, everyone. That's Sanjay.
So do we have any guests online? Just give me 1 second. We do have guest Raj. Guest Raj, if you'd like to come up. Guest Raj, if you're there. Okay, no worries.
So without further ado, I would like to transfer the control of this meeting to none other than Toastmaster Deepak. Round of applause, everyone. Toastmaster Deepak, stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anmol. So I will share my experience on the first time I went on stage. So I was it's not something I want to be proud of, but I recall that it was a great learning. So I went on stage. I was supposed to sing, and I'm not that good at singing. I realized that after the performance, but before the performance, I was like, yes, I will go and motivate. I will sing a song because it was a New Year Eve, and I will entertain everyone. So what I did is I went on the stage. I sang a song, and during the entire time, I was like singing, and my eyes was closed, and I was not able to see anyone's reaction because I was very nervous about my performance. So that's what happens when you go on stage. You become nervous. You are not sure what you are doing. You just want to do what you are supposed to do and just get off the stage as soon as you can. That's like a beginner mind. Usually it happens with a beginner, not with pro people. So that's what happened to me. And today I am going to share my experience on mastering the stage. So it's not about just going on the stage, doing your performance. It's about giving your best, owning the stage. And today we'll have three different case studies which we'll go through. Three different famous people, their speeches, and how they have used the stage and owned that stage. And we'll do that throughout the meeting. I will do it at the start and then in the middle at the end, so that we learn throughout the meeting about those. So let's start with the first use case. So I'm going to share my screen with you all. Just give me a moment. More share screen. Hopefully you're able to see my screen. Okay. Can anyone confirm you are able to see the PPT? Mastering the stage, confidence in every step. Can anyone confirm?
Yes, Toastmaster Deepak.
Yes, you are able to see. Thank you, Toastmaster Anmol. So we will move to the first slide of this. So every stage, irrespective of the size, it can be a small stage, a big stage, has 4 areas. The front, which is closer to the audience, the back, which is far away from the audience, the extreme right and extreme left. So when I say extreme right, left, it's with the speaker perspective. So today we'll study on, or we will go through various case studies, and I will enact as well, so that you are become more aware on how to use the stage more appropriately, or master the stage ultimately. Mastering the stage is what we are going to do today. We are going to learn about. So let's start with the first case study. We'll cover today 3 different case studies. I am calling it game because those are like just thinking, making you think and learning from it. So I will start with the first one. It's about stage movements. So I will go and enact something in front of you. So I imagine I am standing in the middle of the stage. I have a presentation at the back, and I am obstructing the presentation. Would that be a good way of presenting? Can anyone give their inputs? So I have a presentation at back, and I am at the center. I'm blocking that presentation. Can anyone say, is that a good way of presenting? Blocking the presentation.
No, it's not.
Not right. So usually if you are presenting, and if you have a presentation right now, you can see on my background there is a world map. So I should ideally be standing at the extreme end, so that audience can see the background, right? And if I am throughout the speech standing at only one place, is that a good practice? Is that a good practice to stand only at one place, or should I just do randomly from one place to another? What should be the ideal? What should be the ideal way of using the stage? Should random movements or standing still at one place? What should be the ideal way of using the stage? Can anyone give inputs? Maybe from online or in person? Okay, I will enact and I will show you. Let's say I am giving a presentation and I am moving like this. Okay, I'm moving like this. Okay, you are here to learn about mastering the stage, and I am here moving like this, talking about mastering the stage. So there are many people. Is there a good way of using the stage? Just moving like this. Can anyone say now? Because I have enacted.
I think it's a good practice.
Okay, cool.
If you are moving around the stage, not stand on a particular position.
Hmm.
So it's good if you are moving with the stage.
Yep. Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul, for that input. So let's see from our famous talk that happened. Anyone recalls this? So from seeing this picture, can anyone recall who this person is and what was the occasion? What was the announcement he was making?
Launch of the iPhone,
Launch of the iPhone. Fantastic. And who is the person?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Okay, so he's a very famous personality. He founded Apple, and he did his presentation long ago, as rightly called pointed out by Toastmaster Anmol. He did it in 2007 when the iPhone was launched. Now you see there is a presentation at the back, and he's standing at the side, not at the center, right? So he is not obstructing the presentation. So that is one learning from this. Now, if you go and watch that launch on YouTube or some other place where you have the access, I will not show you in the interest of time. I will just talk about the learnings from this. So what Steve Jobs doesn't do, he doesn't pace nervously. He doesn't go like this, but he instead uses the stage intentionally. Like when he is talking about the touch screen, the phone, the first time he showed that, he intentionally moved to one side of that and of the stage and showed the transition, the features by walking to demo. So that is a good way. So you have to intentionally move from one place to another in the stage if you have a message. Okay. But then he stood completely in front during big reveals. Like today, Apple reinvents the phone, making the audience lean in. So when you are conveying a powerful message, like something Apple reinventing the phone, so you have to stand still. You cannot go on moving and delivering the, like today Apple reinvents the phone movement. It is not a good practice. Like you have to, because you are delivering a important thing which the audience, you want to capture the audience, that moment. So you have to say that by standing still. So that's the power of stillness. And then he interacted with props, the phone. He showed the phone while touching, showing the Apple iPhone for the first time to the entire audience. He showed it. So he had a prop as well to convey his message. So this is what the new device will look like. But when he was talking about the critical points, he always returned to the center of the stage. Okay, but he was not obstructing the background. So I would highly recommend you go and watch that unveiling of the iPhone, and it's a very inspiring, powerful uh, technique that you can learn from the great legend Steve Jobs, how to master the stage. Okay, so I will share with you one study. There was a study done on 500 TED talks on movement, the power of movement in public speaking, University of Washington 2013. And they analyzed 500 TED talks via motion tracking software. And their findings were 60% speakers move intentionally during the the TED talk, stepping forward for emphasis, changing sides for transitions, and 30% of the entire 500 talks were stood still. So they were at the center or at one place throughout the talk in power pose, often behind the podium. So podium is the place where you at the front, it is behind they were. And only 10%, so 60 30 is 90, 10% overused movement. So they were like pacing randomly. So pacing randomly is not recommended because it shows your nervousness. The movement should be intentional. So this is University of Washington study on, and it was as part of their communication leadership program. For access to this study, you have to get admission or have academic access. Okay. So what I would like to conclude here with for this first case study is move with intention. move with intention, not just fill the space. Okay, with this, I would now stop sharing and I will talk about the meeting theme. Meeting structure for the benefit of the guest. Now, there are, as a standard Toastmasters meeting has three parts of a meeting. So first is the prepared speeches. Second is the table topics, and finally we have the evaluation where we learn from the speakers. So whatever we have done. So these are the three standard Toastmasters meetings sections, and today we have our journal evaluator who will help us learn from the meeting. And I would like to introduce the journal evaluator. The journal evaluator is Toastmaster Utkarsh Singh. He is currently working in the field of sustainability and climate change and in a company by the name Fitso. So I would like to call upon the stage Toastmaster Utkarsh for introducing his role and then introducing the auxiliary role players as well. So Toastmaster Utkarsh, over to you. Do we have Toastmaster Utkarsh in the room? Yeah, we have. Okay. We cannot see him.
Speak up.
So I'll be presenting my report at the end of the meeting. So before that, I would like to invite my auxiliary role players, beginning with timer. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
Can we have the this one more phone or something for the stage? Okay, cool. All right. Sorry for interjecting. Over to Toastmaster Rahul. Yeah, Toastmaster Rahul, carry on. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak and uh, Toastmaster Utkarsh. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Today I am playing the role of timer. So it is, as a timer, it is my responsibility to time the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. So in this journey, I will use three cards: green card, yellow card, and red card. So green card will indicate the qualifying time. Uh, yellow card will yellow card will show the target time, and the red card will show the maximum time that is used by the speakers. For the prepared speeches, the time will be of 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, I will show the green card. At 6 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and at 7 minutes, I will show the red card. Same for table topics. That will be duration of 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, I will show the green card. At 1.5 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and 2 minutes, I will show the red card. And for the evaluations, the time will be of 2 to 3 minutes. Same for the at 2 minutes, I will show the green card. At 2.5 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and at 3 minutes, I will show the red card. For each speakers, there is of 30 minutes of grace time. After that, you have to sum up your speech. So that is all about the timers rules. So at the end of the meeting, after calling upon by the journal evaluator, I will share my report with the team. Over to you, Toastmaster Utkarsh. Thank you so much.
So Toastmaster Utkarsh, we cannot hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Audible? So now I would like to invite the second auxiliary role player of the meeting. So I would like to invite the our counter Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Deepak, are you listening the voice? Because I'm
There
not
is
able
a
to.
there is a lag. There is a lag. Can we? Sorry, Toastmaster Utkarsh, are you able to hear us? He's not able to hear us at all. Sorry, the other screen is frozen. Can you unmute this particular? Yeah, can you? Yeah, this. Can you enable the mic from this particular device? Yeah, can you enable the mic? Yes, now I think you are connected.
Toastmaster Nivedita, you can proceed.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. So today I'm playing the role of grammarian, and as grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers and listen carefully to their grammar and language usage. I'll take note of any good usage of grammar, any bad usage as well, and as at the same time, I'll be also taking note of any outstanding words, lines, quotes, anything. Also, as grammarian of the day, it is my responsibility to introduce you all word of the day. So I'll be showing it on my screen. Just allow me a second. I hope that my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for confirming that. So word of the day is benevolent, which means kind, friendly, and helpful to others. Its synonyms are kind and charitable, and its antonyms are it can be cruel or something malicious. An example would be he is generally viewed as benevolent figure in history. Second example could be the teacher's benevolent smile reassured the child. I would encourage each speaker whenever they come on stage to use word of the day and make this word part of their vocabulary. And whenever anyone use the word of the day, we all will be encouraging the speaker use showing our thumbs up so that we can encourage other members to use that as well. And I'll be sharing my report at the end of the meeting when called upon by General Evaluator. Back to you, Toastmaster Utkarsh. Thank you. Toastmaster Utkarsh, we are not able to hear you.
Thank you so much, grammarian Toastmaster Nivedita. Now I would like to invite the fourth and final auxiliary role player. So I would like to invite table topic master. So these are my role auxiliary role players. So they will be presenting their report at the end of the meeting and will be suggesting what needs to be rectified so that further improvement can be enhanced in the next week. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Utkarsh, for the wonderful introduction of evaluation. And evaluation is very essential to learn from whatever things we have done well and whatever things we can improve on. So we'll know more about it as we go ahead at the end. Now let's start the with our speech session. So as I called out, there are three sections. There are prepared speeches, then there are table topics, and then there is finally evaluation. So we have the first section now, starting now, prepared speeches, for which we have our speaker one. Can I check? Toastmaster Ajay is present in the room. He is okay. So Toastmaster Ajay is our first speaker. His prof- his profession. He's currently a spoken English trainer. He loves playing cricket, and to have fun with friends and writing poems. He wants to be a great speaker. I asked him to share a tip to be confident on stage, he shared two, I think, four golden words: be authentic, be expressive. And before I introduce Toastmaster Ajay for his speech, I will like to also call upon the introduce the evaluator for the speech, who is Toastmaster Pamela. Toastmaster Pamela is currently working as a consultant, solving business problems for UK clients. And Pamela, can I invite you to read out the objectives and then pass on to me for calling on the speaker? Over to you, Pamela.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. So today we have Toastmaster Ajay, one of the amazing speakers that we have in our club. So his speech title is Focus on What One Should Not Want. In order to be successful, focus on values, not on greeds. So he will be delivering this as part of Pathways, Dynamic Leadership, Level 1 and Project 3. So let's give him our full attention and encouragement as he takes the stage. Over to you, Toastmaster Ajay.
So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Ajay. So Toastmaster Ajay, focus on should, not wants. Focus on should, not wants. Toastmaster Ajay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak, for it. I remember it was around 10:30 a.m. morning. So I was watching TV. It was Doordarshan. I was watching the black and white TV. I was watching something, a serial, something. So I remember my mom was ill at the time, and I heard the voice, Ajay, give me water. And I was busy watching television. Once more, seeing the sound, just give me water. After some time, someone knocked the door. So I just jumped out of the bed and went to the door and went to the door. I opened the door, my friend was standing. I said, hey, what are you doing here? He said, are you coming with me? I said, where? He said, I have some work and we'll have something like tikki burger, something we'll have. I said, I did not think anymore. I just, wore my sleeper and I just went with him. It was, I guess, more than 1.5 kilometer walking distance, scorching sun, and walking, and walking. Finally, he reached to a big shop. It was actually he had to buy some, a couple of bundles of the wire. So we just went, got into the shop, and he said, "I want to buy, 2 bundles of wire. Can you show me?" And he just paid the money for that and bought the two. We just bought 2 bundles of wire, and we started coming back from there. So walking. I saw, Agrawal Sweets was there and said, "Hey man, do you remember something?" He said, "What?" I said, "Come on." He said, "Have some burger, chickpeas." I said, "No, let's not here. Let's have here. We will have a new burger or something else from this. Let's go ahead from that." as he said no to me, we were just walking. And I was just thinking and looking his face. Maybe he lied. He will not offer me anything. And just walked. Walking. So we reached at Sunny Bazaar, and there was, Kush Dil Burger Center, something, burger corner like this. So I saw that card and I said, "Do you remember something?" I said, "Oh, come on! I know that you wanna have. Let's have burger right here, okay?" So we went there, and we bought a couple of burgers. He had each burger and something like that. So I had some tea, and then he asked me, "So," and I said, he asked me, "So are you okay? I want something more?" I said, "Nothing. It's okay, fine, happy." And then again we just started walking back to home. This guy reached his home. The construction work was on, and I reached at his home, and the work was on. He just got into the home and he said, "Come inside." I said, "No, I have some work. I have to go to school." It was day shift at the time. "I have to go to school. I'm not coming with you." And he said, "Let's come. We'll go again. I'll have something more." I said, No, yaar, I have to go to school." I just went. I just came back to my home. I put off my sleeper right there where I just put, right there. Okay. So I just went back into the room. The television was still on. The serial was on. And again, I started watching, the serial. I heard again the same sound. "Ajay, give me water." Then something happened to me. I said, "Oh shit, man." Like 1 hour back, and she told me the same thing. I just right there, just jumped out of the bed. I went to the kitchen, took a glass of water, and just went to my mom. I said, "Mom, take water." And she took water. She was slowly. She took water. And I said, "Mom, you want anything else?" And she said, "Nothing. You watch TV." Ladies and gentlemen, that was the moment in my life I felt the moment, the school student boy. I felt, how greedy I am. How greedy I am. For just one burger, I went with that friend and walked 1.5 kilometers. And I was the person. And that was the moment it just shook me off. And I said, "What's happening? Who are you, dog?" That was the moment I realized something. I thought, I think I should be focusing on the values more. My mother was asking for the water, and I was with that guy for the burger. My dear friends, and that's what, not about me. That's what it's all about us. We somewhere, maybe the burger, or the money, or the position, or something else. We are going somewhere, or we are running after something. But at the same time, maybe the baby is crying in the home. You are having the party with the boy, maybe a close friend. My dear friends, you're not focusing on shoulds, you're focusing on wants. Again, you're not focusing on shoulds, you're focusing on wants. That's the problem. And that was the moment I, started focusing on the values. I started focusing on my shoulds, what I should, rather than what I. That's what you have to do in order to have to be successful in your life. Focus on shoulds, not wants. Thank you.
Let's give a big round of applause to our speaker. Well done, Toastmaster Ajay. Let's give a 1 minute pause. So timer, please let me know once 1 minute is over. We'll use this 1 minute for the evaluator to evaluate, and also I will request all the guests to post their feedback, their valuable feedback on the guest group on what they found done to encourage the speaker on what they found valuable in the speech, and also if there is any improvement area you think. Let's have 1 minute pause.
Deepak, 1 minute is over. You can continue.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. Let's move on to our next speaker. So we don't have only one speech; we have another speech today. So the next speaker is giving their icebreaker, and her name is Toastmaster Insia. Given this is an icebreaker speech, I will request you all to give a standing ovation. That is, you have to stand and clap for the speaker at the end of the speech. Okay. So let me introduce our speaker too. So Toastmaster Insia is currently working as a financial analyst in the e-commerce industry. When I asked her to give a tip on being confident on stage, she said would be to look around the room and make eye contact with your audience. So that's a wonderful tip, right? Looking at the audience, making eye contact. So before I introduce or call upon the speaker, I will also introduce the evaluator too. Evaluator 2 for the speech is Toastmaster Shivani. To introduce her, she comes from a teaching background with around 5 years of experience, where she has trained more than 600 students. Currently, she is working as a career counselor. When I asked her to give a tip on being confident on the stage, she said during her journey of Toastmasters, she has learned the only way to overcome your fear is to face it. And she says, just take a deep breath, relax yourself, and go on the stage over and over again, and you will not even get to know when the stage will become your comfort space. So let me call upon the stage our evaluator Toastmaster Shivani for reading out the objectives, and I will request Toastmaster Shivani to pass on the control to me so that I can introduce the speaker. Over to you, Toastmaster Shivani.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak. Well, good afternoon, Toastmasters and dear guests. It's great to be here after around 6 months, and I am feeling like I've come home again. So thank you. And now I would like to invite, of course, my target speaker is Toastmaster Insia, who's going to deliver her ice-breaking speech today. And we know that ice-breaking speech is the first step towards our journey towards Toastmaster. So I would like to firstly state the objective of the speech. She is going to give her level 1, project 1 speech. And the objectives are to begin speaking before an audience and to discover speaking skills you already have and skills that need some attention. So please be little benevolent to invite her and be definitely friendly towards listening to her speech. And let's invite her. So over to you, Toastmaster Deepak. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivani. And I would request, as Toastmaster Shivani called out, to be benevolent to the speaker as she is giving her first speech, and give a standing ovation at the end, just a reminder. So, without further ado, I will call upon the stage Toastmaster Insia. Who am I? Who am I? Toastmaster Insia.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So I was told the icebreaker speech, you have to talk about yourself, who you are, what defines you. And that got me thinking, who am I really? And what does define me? Is it where I'm from? Is it the work that I do? Is it the hobbies that I have? Or it could be the roles that I play. Or even it could be the words I choose to describe myself as. So let's start with where I'm from. Whenever someone asks me this question, I get a little nervous because I'm from everywhere and nowhere all at once. Now, if the person asking is South Indian, I'll say I'm from Chennai because my mom's family is from there. I went there a lot growing up. I have fond memories of playing with my cousins. Also did 2 internships in Chennai, so I've spent a fair share of my time in the city. But then they'll ask me, Tamil Tariyano? And I say, no, I don't know a word of Tamil, and I fail to relate to them. Now, if the person asking me is North Indian, I'll say from Indore, because that's where my dad's side of the family is from. But then they start raving about Indori samosas, jalebis, kachoris, and once again, as tasty as that food sounds, I can't relate, because that's not the food I grew up eating or naturally crave. Now, if the person asking happens to be Gujarati, I tell them, hey, I'm Gujarati too, because it is my mother tongue after all. But I've never visited Gujarat once in my life. My dandiya skills are non-existent, and I eat khakras and theplas like once a year. So once again, can't relate. The truth is, I grew up in the UAE, eating shawarmas, falafels, and hubus and hummus. But at heart, I'm very much Indian with a love for Bollywood movies and songs. And like any other third culture kid, I've grown up in the space between cultures, not fully belonging to one, but also shaped by all. So I think it's safe to say that where I'm from doesn't define me. So maybe it's the work that I do. Nowadays, when we meet someone new, we tend to ask them, hey, what do you do? Sometimes even before we ask them their name. Thankfully, with my career, the path was a lot more straightforward than figuring out where I was from. I was always drawn to commerce, right from high school, through college, and into my professional journey. I enjoyed accounting and economics and did well academically, got a degree in business, did my ACCA qualification, and I found real satisfaction in the structure and logic of it all. I started my career in corporate banking, and I was thrilled. I was finally the corporate girlie that I always dreamed of becoming. I felt independent, I worked hard, and for a while, I let work define me. But soon, the work felt repetitive, the hours long, the environment cutthroat, and I started wondering, is this all there is to life? So I pivoted. I joined my family's business, where I helped them scale their e-commerce and B2C vertical from scratch. The work was more meaningful here. I could actually see the impact of what I was doing. And today, as a financial analyst, I do enjoy my work, analyzing data, using numbers to tell a story, and helping businesses make better decisions. But I know I'm more than just my title or the spreadsheets. My work matters to me, but it's not all that defines me. So maybe it's my hobbies. I will always be happy. But to call myself a swimmer would be a bit of a stretch. I'm also an avid reader. Books let me experience worlds that I could have never otherwise gotten the chance to experience, or lives I could have never lived. But even with a stack of favorites, I hesitate to call myself just a reader. And then there's baking. The smell of fresh banana bread wafting through the house is good to fix any day. But these hobbies shape who I am, but they don't entirely define me. Maybe it's the roles that I play: a loving daughter, a benevolent friend, a concerned sister, or a caring wife. Or it could even be the words I choose to describe myself with: a continuous learner, always curious, always asking why, a detail lover. I find joy in the little things that others may miss, or a recovering perfectionist, someone who's learning to let go. And yet, even with all these labels, something feels missing. It's like trying to describe a sunset with only two colors. As humans, we love to box people because it makes it a little easier for us to understand them. We think we know a person just by one or two words that they tell us. Oh, you're a lawyer? You must be really argumentative. Oh, you grew up in Dubai? You must be really rich and only shop luxury. But the truth is, a single word cannot define us. We are much more complex than that. We are a mosaic of different stories and identities that are constantly changing and evolving. So, after all of this soul searching, what I've come to realize is I'm not just a madrasi or a guju. I'm not just an accountant or an avid reader. I am whoever I choose to wake up and be that day. I'm a mix of all these things and so much more. And who I am constantly changes and evolves over time. At work, I'm the one who finds meaning in numbers. In the kitchen, I'm an experimenter, always trying out new recipes and my next favorite dish. And in this room today, I choose to be a fearless speaker, someone who's learning, growing, and showing up. I joined Toastmasters to challenge myself, to turn my nervous rambling into confident storytelling, and to remind myself that growth can be fun, especially when you're surrounded by a room full of people who clap even when you mess up or fumble. So, to answer the question of who I am someone between the job titles I hold, the places I'm from, the roles I play, and the labels I put on myself. I am someone between the lines of my life. Thank you.
Let's give a big round of applause, a standing ovation to a Toastmaster Insia. Well done, Toastmaster Insia, for the speech. You were indeed a fearless speaker. We all learned something about you today. So thank you for that wonderful speech. Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's give a 1 minute of pause for the evaluator to write their feedback. And also, I would request all the audience members to give their valuable feedback on the guest group to encourage the speaker further. Timer, please let me know when 1 minute is over. Okay. You can see there is a voting link. So let's vote for the best speaker as well?
Deepak, over to you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you, sir.
you. Thank you. When I click, it says document is not published. Toastmaster Rishika, can you publish the poll? Says error. We are sorry, this document is not published. Okay. So meanwhile, the voting thing has been fixed. I will talk about the next part of the session. Before I talk about it, I'm conscious we are at 12:41 because we started late. So what I'll do is I'll pause and will not, I will change my plan. I will not talk about all the three things. I will talk about the only two things today. So instead let's, in the interest of time, let's move on to the table topic section. So we talked, we saw the prepared speeches, where all the speakers were prepared and they had practiced beforehand. Now there is an opportunity for the guest and all the speakers who have not participated yet to participate in giving speech which is unprepared. And for that we have a very wonderful table topic master. Table topic master for the day is Toastmaster Jyoti. She is a science student, and when I asked her for sharing a tip to be a confident speaker, she says she is still learning and trying to become more confident with public speaking. That's why she has joined Toastmasters, and this is her first time as a table topic master, and she is hoping to learn and improve. She doesn't have a solid tip yet, but she guesses one thing that helps her is just showing up and trying even if she is nervous. With this, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Jyoti for the next section, which is table topics. Let's give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Jyoti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, my fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. To be very honest, standing here and taking this role of table topic master is a very big deal for me. Because confidence and stage presence are not things that are natural to me, and at least not yet. But I realized something important, that is, confidence does not magically appear before we take any action. It grows when we do. And that is why I have taken this role, to be the table topic master for today. I have taken this role to challenge myself, to learn, to grow, and to become someone more closer, like to have a step closer to becoming someone who is more confident and feel at ease when on the stage. And our theme today is mastering the stage, confidence in every step. And I love how it says every step, because confidence isn't a giant leap. It is a series of small steps. Steps like picking up, showing up, and trying when you feel when you feel scared and nervous. And that's exactly what table topics are about. Speaking without a script, trusting your thoughts, and letting your voice be heard. As your table topic master, my job is to challenge you, to think on your feet, speak from your heart, and maybe even surprise yourself with your own speech. So, I will be throwing a question on your way, and you have around 1 to 2 minutes to show how to master the stage, even if your voice trembles a little. So, I will be calling speaker one by one, and there is no right or wrong, just your thoughts, your presence, and your stage. And with that, let's all encourage each other to take our confident step. And with that, I would like to welcome anyone who would like to come first for the table topic session, from the guest and from any Toastmaster. Anyone who would like to come first? From online participants?
Jyoti, I will take that. Rahul.
Okay. So the table topic for you, if fear didn't exist, what would you attempt to do?
I'm sorry. Can you pardon, please?
Okay. If fear did not exist, what would you attempt to do?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jyoti, for your table topic. So fear exists in uh, in my point of view, in my personal experiences, fear is exist, and fear is if you face the fear, that will help us to encounter that fear. So face the fear is the only option to overcome your fear. And I'm trying to do that in my life, because I'm having the fear of public speaking, English speaking. So that's why I joined the Toastmaster to overcome my fear. And I see the people around the Toastmaster clubs where people are coming and learning. So that inspired me a lot. So that's why I first come. That's why I choose first to come to take the table topic. So fear exists, and I'm trying to overcome it. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Jyoti.
Toastmaster Rahul for taking this topic. Now I would like to go for the second speaker. Who would like to choose? I would like to invite some Toastmasters. Yes, please. So we have guest Umar. Toastmaster Uzair with us. Welcome. The first time.
No, it's my third report. It's first time with the Toastmaster.
So I would like to give you a topic to speak on. How do you handle nervousness before going on a stage or speaking? How would you like to handle the nerves?
So quite a apt topic coming up right now. Had to face a bit of nerves. It was somewhat easier today. I watched both the prepared speakers go before me. What they did obviously took a lot of preparation, lot more courage. I've been watching Toastmaster Insia prepare for the last week. I've been hearing about her nerves, and then I watched her give a pretty good performance today up in front of everyone. So just seeing that others have already overcome what I'm about to do really helps put in perspective, and tells me that I'm not alone in feeling what I'm feeling, and that somewhat helps me calm my nerves. The other thing that helps is that I believe it was at an earlier session. One of the Toastmasters mentioned failure isn't fatal, and success isn't final. And I believe that very much applies to most activities we do. Certainly with coming up here and speaking and kind of dealing with the nerves. So I think combination of those two things, knowing that others are going through it as well, knowing that others are performing it as well, and knowing that even in my own lifetime, this will be one of many instances, perhaps the first, but it's hopefully certainly not the last.
that is very insightful, and I would say like I can also relate with his thoughts because I am also trying to relieve from my nervousness and everything. Now moving on to the next, I would like to invite Toastmaster Anush. Okay. Here's my question to you. Describe how your confidence has changed over the years. Describe how your confidence has changed over the years.
Raise your hand if you feel underconfident. I also feel underconfident sometimes. But during the last year, when I joined Toastmaster, I have gained some confidence. And I think there are so many recognition which I got during my VPPR role in Invictus. I am glad that all the members chose me as a VPPR of this club, and I have give all my experience, all my learnings in making poster of Invictus, and that makes me a bit confident person from the last year. Thank you so much for accepting me as a member of Invictus. I feel I am so lucky to be a part of this wonderful family. Thank you so much, guys. Over to you.
Next, I would like to welcome any guests. Is there anyone from OK Toastmaster Dipanshu? Are you there? Toastmaster Dipanshu.
Hi, hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Welcome back. I'm seeing you after a
Thank
long
you.
time here.
Yeah, just bear with me. I just got a recent surgical intervention, so I'm more restricted to my bed. So yeah, bear with my camera. I haven't got any stable position, so I'll be holding. My voice is clear, right?
So yes, it's
Yeah,
audible
thank
and
you.
it's very clear. I've seen you as a very good speaker. So my table topic for you is talk about your first experience speaking in front of an audience.
Can you come again,
Talk
please?
about. Should I repeat it?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Talk about your first experience speaking in front of an audience.
Okay.
Your first.
Yeah, first. Okay, yeah. So hi, everyone. Good to be back here. So talking about my first experience in front of the audience, continuing with the previous question, I'll say my first experience came when I was in the college, starting with the first year when I got the opportunity. So there was a dramatic society in our college and the auditions were going on, and I was so afraid. I was interested in the dramatics, but when it came to the audition part, they told us that you need to bring some script or any dialogue, something like that, and you have to present it in front of the audience, a little audience of the dramatic society only. And on the very next day, so thinking about the script which I'll have to present in front of the public, I just got so much scared that I just left that opportunity. And after that, leaving that opportunity, I later regretted that why did I leave that. But as I got little bit more matured enough, thinking about that, it is all about the perception. Everybody is learning over there. There's nothing to be fear about. So considering the one quote which I live by is that life is a regret minimizing equation. So I have always followed that. Even I just tell this to the newcomers as well whenever I encounter any youth, that life is a regret minimizing equation. So considering that quote, I joined my dramatic society in the second year. So I didn't had the opportunity to join it in the first year itself, as I left the opportunity because of my fear. But in the second year, when I went for the society, I gave the audition despite my fear. And I still remember I was stammering in front of the public. I was given a particular task, a specific emotion, which was shyness, and shyness in itself is a very tough emotion, I feel, and I had to present it in front of the people. So it was really challenging for me to present in front of the audience and be as natural as I can over there. So thank you for listening.
Toastmaster Dipanshu, I am happy that you were able to overcome your fear and become a good speaker so that we can also learn from it. Okay, so we have Toastmaster Nivedita from our online session. So, welcome Toastmaster Nivedita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jyoti.
So I have listened a lot about you, but this is the first time I'm like interacting with you. So the question I would like to ask from, so the table topic I would like to ask for you is confidence something you are born with or something you can train?
I feel that confidence, I have seen certain people that who are born confident, and we cannot take those superpowers away from some people. And that is the case. Some people are very fortunate, I would say, that they are born in a family where they are continuously surrounded by certain opportunities. And then there are people like me, those who have to create all those opportunities for themselves. I wouldn't say that I have ever been confident in my life. Right now, I'm going through a phase in my life where I have to prepare for interviews. And just 2 days back, I called Toastmaster Shivani that would you please help me with my mock interviews, because I wanted to build that confidence. I think confidence is not something that will come to you in a day. And even right now, I'm working on my confidence skills as well. And I would say, but if you'll keep working on your skills and keep learning, keep adapting and keep growing, that is something you can definitely build over time, and no one can take those powers away from you, and you can beat all those like natural confident people as well. So I feel that we are just practice away and that very first step away. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Jyoti.
That's a very well articulated response. Okay, so now we have Toastmaster Anmol with us. Mike, because you are a very good speaker, I would like to have some like tips from you. And that is why I have a question for you. What would you tell someone who is afraid of public speaking?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jyoti. We often think that the person who we supposedly think is the best at doing something that we can't is perfect. But the reality is that at the end of the day, he is also human. In the epic Mahabharata, when the main battle was about to start, the antagonist of the whole story, one of the prime antagonists of the whole story, Shakuni, he told Duryodhana that, son, remember this one thing. Before the battle is fought on the battlefield, it is fought in your mind. What is confidence? Is it a prime trait to succeed? Or is it something that you acquire, that you take on just doing something by yourself? For me, confidence has always been just doing what I want. If we have a look outside, we can see so many people who are committing good deeds, bad deeds, and whatsoever. But if we look with a magnifying glass, we often see that the people who are doing things that they shouldn't, they are more confident than the people who are on the right path. So just think this. If, if this person who is supposedly doing something which he shouldn't, he is full of confidence, and you are doing something that you want to, and you know that you are on the right path, why aren't you taking advantage? Because I know that each one of you can, and each one of you will. Back to you, Toastmaster Joe.
Now I would like to invite someone from guest. Anyone from guest who would like to take the topic? Online, any online guests? Guests, Monica, I would like to invite you. So we have guest Monica, right? So my topic for you is, has a fear ever held you back from doing something you love?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that has happened with me when, like last year, when I was going to Rishikesh with my friends. So one incident that was happening with me, like I love doing new things, which is like crafting or something else. But one of the most important thing is I do have a fear, like if I'm doing something new, like what is can be, like what is the consequences of that particular thing. क्या पता मैं बह जाऊं पानी में, so that can be a thing for me as well. So I'm a little bit worried about that. So that is how the situation was at that time. And how am I supposed to overcome that particular fear is like more of like understanding, okay, fine, it's just a water, it's just a thing. We have to do it someday. And yeah, that is a thing that we have to do it. And yeah, this is how the things are. So, yeah.
So can we have the
Now-
last speech, like we have conscious of time, this would be the last topic.
Okay, so I have a last topic and I would like to invite Toastmaster Sangeeta. So my question for you is, what role does preparation play in building confidence? What role does preparation play in building confidence? Thank you, Jyoti, for the topic. It's a wonderful topic. It is indeed. When was the last time you felt fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real, isn't it? Right? When was the first time you went on stage and you felt fear? It would definitely be in your childhood days. When you went on the stage and you saw a lot of eyes gazing on you, not a benevolent gazing. Never. You thought they all are malicious, they are malevolent. Why did that come in your mind first? I'll tell you the reason. Because you were not a benevolent despotism. You have not gained that. So what is benevolent despotism? One may ask. It is liberation of your own thoughts so that you do good for others. If you're not sure about yourself, how would you be sure about others? So you think your insecurities are being protected by others. So when we see others, we think they must be feeling like this for us. It is not their feeling, it is your feeling. So once you understand that your feelings matter only to you, not to others, then only you can raise yourself. Yes, it is true that grass is always green on the other side. We feel that, but is it? We are not even watering our grass, and we are thinking the grass is green on the other side. So what is confidence at first? It is devoid of judgmentalism, right? So once we understand this, we understand that it is our insecurity that is being projected outwards. We'll gain it. We'll never be fearful. We'll never be fear of others' judgment at all. So it is in this essence, we understand what confidence is. Thank you. Thank you for your insightful speech because I think it's very much I can relate with that. It's all my insecurities which make me more nervous rather than what other people are thinking of me. So now with this, I would like to end this session, and I would say that thank you for bringing your voice to the light today. Keep walking tall, keep speaking up, and above all, keep mastering your stage. Thank you, everyone. Back to you, Toastmaster Deepak.
Thank you, Toastmasters Jyoti. Let's give a big round of applause to Toastmasters Jyoti for the wonderful table topic section. It didn't look like that it was your first table topic master experience. It was like you are a pro at it. So well done, Toastmasters Jyoti, for playing this role wonderfully. Now, I'm conscious of time, but given it's the theme I have some material prepared, and I would like to share something with you. So let me share my screen. Hopefully you are able to see my screen. So we talked about stage movements, and we saw a wonderful case study from Steve Jobs, a speech that he gave on the iPhone launch, and how he used the stage consciously. Now we'll talk about movement as per emotion. Now we know the stage. So I'm showing the same picture again, which I showed you. We have the front, we have the backstage. Front is closer to the audience. Back is far from the audience than the left and the right. Now I will demonstrate to you one act, one speech, and then we'll see the example from our case study. So I will go in front. I'm now coming to closer, and I'm telling you my personal experience of when I was there on the stage for the first time. I was very afraid. I was not able to move at all. Everyone was looking at me, and I was looking at so many eyes looking at me, and I was like, I was completely frozen. I was like ice on stage. But then something in me told me, you can do it. And that's when I gave my best. I told a story about my life, and I inspired the audience. And at the end, everyone was clapping. Now, when I transitioned from front to back, did you notice any change in volume, any change in energy? Can anyone give any observation, comment on this? Anyone from the audience can give their inputs. What did you observe when I was enacting my given example to you, when I came closer to the stage and when I moved back? What was the difference? Anyone from the audience? It's the test of your observation skill. Okay, no problem. I will share my screen and I will tell you the answer to it. It's very easy. When I came in front, I was speaking with high energy, low volume, and I went back, I was speaking with high energy. And that's because whenever it's recommended, and I will give you an example. So how many of you recognize this person? It should be easy, hopefully. Yeah, Toastmaster Dipanshu, go ahead. Who is this person?
The former president of United States, Barack Obama.
Yes, correct. Now, Barack Obama, he is very intelligent guy. He always used to give his speeches to inspire audience. And in his speech in 2004, when he was giving a keynote speech, the title, The Audacity of Hope, Obama often took a few steps forward when making a key point and then paused to let it sink in. So what we can see is from the speaker, from that speech, so I will not show you the speech in the interest of time, but but I'm just giving you an example. And if you have interest in this topic, you can go and watch the speech on YouTube or in general, Barack Obama speaking. He's very powerful speaker, a great orator, and he is benevolent to his audience as well. He would move closer to the audience for emotional lines. So an example from that speech is, there's not a liberal America and a conservative America. That's the United States of America. So this was the emotional line that he wanted to give, and for that he came closer to the audience. When you are giving something emotional, sharing something which is very close to your heart, or which you want to touch the heart of the audience, always come closer in the front of the stage. Okay, and you can always go back of the stage when you want to reflect or give something which is less personal or which is less emotional. Okay, and you can change the tone of your voice. And there, like, he didn't have any wild moments during the entire speech. He was just steady, open-handed gestures that matched his cadence, his delivery. So what I would say, the takeaway from this case study is, sync your moment with your message emotional arc. Sync your moment with your message's emotional arc. So whatever you are going to say, move accordingly. So you can come closer when you have an emotional statement to give, move away if you have less emotional statement, and you can lower your pitch or your volume accordingly. So that's a learning I wanted to share on stage usage. Now we have our next section, which is the evaluation section, where we will learn on what are the things we did well and where we can improve. Before that, I would request if we can have the table topics polls posted in the group for people to vote. And let's have 1 minute pause. So Toastmaster Rishika, if you have the polls ready for table topics, can you post them on the group? Okay, thank you. So I would request all the audience to vote as per their opinion who was the best table topic speaker. Voting is important because it gives an encouragement to the person who is giving his best there compared to others. So just vote and use your power of voting. Toastmaster. Okay, hopefully let's give 10 more seconds. So if you have not voted, please go on the official guest group of Invictus and click on the link for voting. For 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So now let's move on to our next section, which is evaluation. This is my favorite section because this is the time when we get to learn. This is the time when we get to improve. This is the time when we become leaders. Okay, now for that, I have journal evaluator, Toastmaster Utkarsh. I would like to hand the stage to Toastmaster Utkarsh for evaluation section. Over to you, Toastmaster Utkarsh. Let's give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Utkarsh.
So, greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, I would like to invite my team of auxiliary role players who will be presenting the evaluation for the meeting and the parts. So, I would like to call the grammarian first. Yeah, Toastmaster Nivedita.
For sure. Thank you so much, General Evaluator. I'll be sharing my screen now. I hope it is visible. So I noted some good usage of grammar, and those were used by Toastmaster Ajay Toastmaster Insia and Toastmaster Deepak. The words were shook me off, non-existent, straightforward, impact, avid reader, eyes on stage, and takeaway. I noticed a usage of grammar which can be worked upon. So someone used fear exists, and it should be fear exists. And second, someone pronounced recognize, and it should be recognize. Some outstanding quotes and words that I noticed were my work is not what defines me, used by Toastmaster Insia. Another one, I am whatever I choose to be. Another, also used by Toastmaster Insia. And there was, your insecurities are being projected by others. So these were some outstanding usage. And word of the day was used by Toastmaster Deepak 3 times, Toastmaster Insia, and our guest Sangeeta 3 times. So kudos to all of you. And I hand back the stage back to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Utkarsh. Thank you.
Master Nivedita. Now I would like to invite the our counter. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Toastmaster. Greetings, Toastmasters. I started with R. So I'll start with, whom shall I start? Shall I start with the first speaker?
You have the distinction.
Sorry?
You have the distinction. It's up to you.
Okay. I'll start with the speaker, Toastmaster Ajay. He has used 12 times us, 5 times so, and 1 time like in his speech. He has repeated the words like black and white twice, the phrase I said twice, you know once, I know and you know again in a combination of 3 times. Then Toastmaster Insia. It was a perfect speech with no R's. She used 4 times so and 1 but out of context. She has repeated 4 times and out of context, not within the speech. Then I'll go with Toastmaster Rahul. He has used more than 20 times us, and he has repeated the word and. Toastmaster Shivani has used twice so and twice and was a perfect speech. Then for table topics, I'll go with Toastmaster Jyoti. She has used twice us, twice and once like. And she has repeated the word I love and let's all twice. Then Toastmaster Uzair. He has used more than 20 times us, once well and once so in his speech, and he has repeated the word you know and twice each. Toastmaster Anuj. He has used 5 times arms. Toastmaster Dipanshu has used 5 times us and 3 times and 1 that out of context. Then guest Monica has used twice us, 5 times so, 3 times like, and has repeated the word I and twice out of context. Thank you. Thank you.
Rita. So now I would like to invite the final auxiliary role player. So I would like to invite the timer, Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. So I will start with prepared speeches. And can I have the presentation right so that I can share my report? I would like to request to host to
Yeah.
give me the presentation
You
rights.
have the access. Can you
Okay.
try sharing?
Okay, let me check. Okay, I'm having that. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, great. To start with the prepared speech, Toastmaster Ajay took 7 minutes 21 seconds to sum up his speech. So he is within their time limit. So kudos to him. After that, we are having the icebreaker speech by Toastmaster Insia. She took 6 minutes 58 seconds. Although icebreaker speech of 4 to 6 minutes, but at the initial time at the beginning of the meeting, I was not disclosed that that is time for that icebreaker speech. Time will be of 4 to 6 minutes. So I'm considering as a prepared speech of timing that is 5 to 7 minutes, and she is also within their time limit. So kudos to Insia. For the table topics, the first speaker, I was not able to heard his name, so I'm considering his guest one for the table topics. That gentleman took 2 minutes 39 seconds. So because he's our guest, so we can consider him as a within their time limit. After that, Toastmaster Anuj, who took 1 minute 20 seconds in their table topic. Followed by Dipanshu. Dipanshu took 1 minute 59 seconds to sum up his table topic. After that, Nivedita took 1 minute 25 seconds for the table topics. She is also within their time limit. Toastmaster Anmol took 1 minute 59 seconds. He is also within their time frame. Followed by Monica and Anita, who also both are within their time limit. Monica took 1 minute 22 seconds to sum up his table topic, and Anita took 2 minutes 5 seconds to sum up his table topics. So that is all about from timers report. Over to you, General Levita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. So now I would like to invite upon the Toastmaster speech evaluator. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Pamela.
Should I go ahead, Toastmaster Utkarsh?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Utkarsh. So good afternoon again, my fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. It was an absolute pleasure to listen to my target speaker deliver his speech today. So let's give him a huge round of applause. So I'll start with talking about the speech development aspect. So the topic was amazing. In order to be successful, focus on your values, not on your creeds. And the storyline was as well crafted. The structure of your speech was well thought out to convey the end message as well. Story was kept simple, and even I was like curious to know like where the story is going. So kudos to you on that. There were touch points in your story which added depths to your message at some places, and you kept the audience hooked. Your voice modulation was good as well. There was smile on your face, and you kept the audience invested in you. Coming to the body language, like your hand gestures were there, and you were able to enhance your points. So kudos to you on that. Certain areas of improvement, like just few pointers, which I would like to suggest is, you could have asked certain questions in the beginning to hook the audience immediately. Like you talked about your topic, and then you could have said like, in order to be successful, focus on your values, not on greeds. Do you agree with me? Okay, so let me share my journey. So the journey starts like this, or my story starts like this. So something around those lines. Like while your hand gestures were strong and your stage movement was somewhat limited. So moving purposefully, like even our Toastmaster Deepak is also giving us a lot of knowledge around that. So you could have used the stage during your transitions, and you could have helped emphasized more on your speech to make your delivery a little bit more dynamic. And coming to the vocal variety, there were pauses and your tone was also well kept. At times, your voice was getting very low. So like I was it was becoming difficult for me to actually focus on what you were saying. But overall, you have done a really good job. So it was a fantastic speech. I really enjoyed it, and I congratulate you on stepping out of your comfort zone. Keep practicing, and I look forward to hearing more speeches from you as you continue your Toastmasters journey. Over to you, the general evaluator, Toastmaster Utkarsh. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pamela. So I would now like to invite Toastmaster Shivani.
So much, Toastmaster Utkarsh. Well, we have had a great speech by Toastmaster NCR today, and that was an icebreaker. So we all know how much courage it takes to go on the stage and to deliver the first speech. So first of all, let's give a round of applause to her. And icebreaker's objective is to get to know more about the speaker. And I know that we all know about NCR more now, about how she grew up and how she spent her entire childhood and all. So I really could relate to what her experiences were as well. And I got to know more about like how she grew up in UAE and how she can relate more to the food that was present there rather than samosas and dhoklas and all that were present here. So that was good. And in fact, the voice modulation you have had was amazing. I could actually get the feelings of what she wanted.
I think we are not able to see Shivani or even listen to her.
It takes away the attention of the audience from the speech or the speaker towards that particular object. So try not to hold anything and let yourself move freely so that you can express yourself more and we can relate to the topic more. So that was the only thing or only point of improvement I would say I could have. Apart from that, everything was really amazing. Just try to move a bit on the stage also. Like she was only standing at one place. That was something that I felt that if she could move here and there, it could be much more relatable and much more free also for you. So that was the only point from my side. But of course, an amazing speech. And I can say that if the first speech is like this, then I cannot imagine how your next speeches would be. So all the best for your journey. And my takeaway would be, I am whoever I choose to be. So thank you so much. And back to you, my Toastmaster Utkarsh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivani. So now I'll be presenting the evaluation report and overall presence of the meeting. So the meeting started at 1:45. So it was like 15 minutes late. So it began with Toastmaster Deepak, who stated the topic, developing the confidence in stage. So it was a very insightful and a very descriptive topic. And each one of us learned a lot, like how we need to position ourselves left, right, and center, and how based on the body language plays an important role in communication, while showing the analogy of Barack Obama. So for the speeches, there were evaluators. So there was Toastmaster Pamela. So she evaluated Toastmaster Ajay's speech, and it was like a very good and descriptive topic. So before going there, you could have just stated that what is the speech and speech objectives, so that it could become clear for the audience also, like how Toastmaster Ajay would be presenting his speech, etc. and all, and like how we could be well versed with the topic. And overall, this topic was very great and insightful. So after that was Toastmaster evaluator, Toastmaster Shivani. So she gave a very good analogy that how ice-breaking speech is very important, and like how it is a very important tonality, voice language, body language, and etc. play an important role in communication. And she told about the important aspect like be whoever you are. And also, I would like to request both the evaluators to keep in mind that they should play the CRC role, commendation, recommendation, and commendation approach, where they say what is the things that they did very well, and then is recommendation like these are the suggestions they could have incorporated, and commendation like what are the steps they could have taken so that it could become much more clear and descriptive towards the audience. So it was very insightful and very great to hear the evaluators evaluate the speeches in a very descriptive manner. So after that was the table topic speech, which was led by Toastmaster Jyoti. So she emphasized the importance of a very good communication and how confidence is developed by doing the same thing over again and again. So she invited a lot of guests and Toastmaster in the meeting, so she could have like said like what is the importance of the speech and how the table topic is a just a fresher and how it helps people to gain momentum in speech and all. So I would like them to like emphasize the timing also, so that once the timer forgets, like when he needs to submit on time, so you can remind them like, oh, these are the targets that have been set, so that they could be more descriptive and evaluated. So after that was like the auxiliary role players. So my team of auxiliary role players had presented the report in a very descriptive and a very insightful manner. So Toastmaster grammarian Nivedita, she presented the grammar in a very good manner, where she emphasized what are the words that people have spelled very good, and what are the words which were pronounced wrongly, and what they could have been done. So, like they could have given an example, like these words were spoken. So, what are the alternate words that can be spoken, which helps them to know what they can speak in the next step, and what are the steps that they can be taken. After that, our counter Toastmaster Sangeeta, so she very well explained what is the filler words that were used by people or so it was like a very descriptive encounter, like know what are the words that people are spelling wrong. So like you can say that what are the words that can replace them, or what is the importance of long pauses and all. So after the timer, and now I would like to invite the timer Toastmaster Rahul. So he could have shown the green, yellow, or red card, which he could have kept for himself, so that people could know where is the timing and what people could know and what time they were speaking. Since his card was not visible, it was like a white paper. So it was being very difficult for people to know what is the time being taken and all. So overall, the meeting was very descriptive and very insightful, and developing confidence on stage was a very insightful topic. Thank you so much. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Deepak on stage.
Thank you. Let's give a big round of applause to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Utkarsh. And thank you for evaluating meeting. Now I will pass on to wrap up the stage I talked about before I pass on to the presiding officer, I will just wrap up the conclusion. So of the theme. So first is that we learned today by from Steve Jobs how to use stage tactically and do intentional movements, and how to balance it when you have props as well as you have a presentation at the back. So that is one learning. And second is we learned from Barack Obama on how we can change our message and our stage position to connect with the audience and make more emotional messages sound more like appeal to the audience and touch their hearts. So those are the two things we learned, and I really wished we had more time so that I could have covered the third case study. But in the interest of time, I would now pass on to Toastmaster Anmol. I would also like to hear from you if you have any feedback for me. Do post your feedback to me on WhatsApp or on personal chat, whatever you feel. So thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Anmol.
Thank you so much, everyone. A round of applause for Toastmaster Deepak for hosting this amazing sessions. I have a lot to say, but keeping in the interest of time, I'll cut my presidential. It was quick. The polls were launched for the best evaluators, best big three role players. I would like to request everyone to just cast these votes for just one last time. It's present in the guest group. Everyone, please go ahead. Considering the politics that revolves around these days, I think I don't need to emphasize the value of a single vote. Please do vote, guys. Done? Okay. So towards the end of this meeting, I would like to thank each and every one of you who came up, whether offline, whether online, just to learn, to grow, and maybe just about taking something back and utilizing it in your daily life. We do have some few awards to give up for our amazing people who aced and rocked the stage today. First up, we have the best speaker. Any guesses, guys? Who was the best speaker? Okay, majority speaks for itself. Toastmaster Insia, the best speaker. You can take the picture. From being a Gujarati South Indian to being the best speaker. Congratulations, Toastmaster Insia. This is for you. Next up, the best table topic speaker. Any guesses, guys? Okay. But I will tell you this one thing, that it is not always that the exit polls go right. So it's Toastmaster Sangeeta. Okay. Next up, we got for the best evaluator. We had two amazing speeches and as amazing evaluators today. So any guesses for the best evaluators between Toastmaster Pamela and Shivani? But you can have the exit poll if you want to. You can speak up. Okay, so this time the exit poll works. Toastmaster Shivani. Okay. Now for the best auxiliary role players between the timer, R counter, and the grammarian. Do we have any exit polls or guesses, guys? I know that you're a bit drowned down, but this is just the second last one. Any guesses for the best role player? Okay, exit poll works again. It's Toastmaster Sangeeta. Now, this is the biggest one, and this is the last one. The best big three role players. Any guesses, any exit polls between Toastmaster Deepak, our GD Toastmaster Utkarsh, and our table topics master Toastmaster Jyoti? Do we have any guesses or exit polls? Deepak. Okay, so no clear majority here. So the best big three award goes to Toastmaster Deepak.
I will save this for you when you come back to New Delhi next. Okay, so with that, we officially come towards the end of our meeting. I hope you learned something. I hope you got a chance to speak. If you didn't, make sure to join us next week. If you want to join Invictus, you can either contact me, Ashika, or any other club officers. And before I end this meeting officially, I would like to just brief upon one small concept that we have in economics. It's called social capital. And it is nothing but deriving value out of relationships. So as I adjourn this meeting, don't forget to say hi to the people you met today and forge new relationships, new connections. So now I officially adjourn this meeting. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak, for hosting this session.
Thank you.
You had a difficult day, but we made it. All thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you,
See you
everyone.
next
Bye.
week.
Bye.